Hello, welcome back. Let's continue. I'm ready for the next glider. It's a LS7. The weather is very nice. I think somebody is gliding today in Denmark. Maybe they have not stopped for this year. But I think it's end of season. But it's Saturday. I think they do like trade school training. Why not? It's Saturday 14. It's a bit windy. Actually, it's a lot of windy. It's a lot of wind, so maybe they're not flying because I have a strong wind. I have actually pretty strong wind outside, so that's probably not so good to practice school flying or training. But I think somebody is flying today. So the LS7 should be a better version of the LS4. But let's read about it. It's 1120. But gliders is not only about the numbers. It's about how you like it too. If you like the aircraft, if you like the glider, if you like the brand. I saw a video on YouTube, a glider pilot, I think it was a LS4, his father's old LS4, then he spent tens of thousands of dollars to renovate, because it was his dad's old gliders, like it was his dad's old car. Somebody spending $50,000 to renovate their parents' old car. So that was his his dad's old glider. He did spend a lot of money to renovate. But why do that if you could buy a better glider? Yes, a glider is just a piece of machine like a car. But that's something you can keep, 30, you can keep it your whole life. If you buy something like this, you can keep it your whole life. Let's read about it.
Rolladen-Schneider LS7. LS7 Roll Standard Class Sailplane National Origin Gemini Manufacturer Rolladen-Schneider Design Wolf Lemke First Flight 1987 Number Build 164. The Rolladen-Schneider LS7 is a high-performance standard class single-seat sailplane produced by Rolladen-Schneider Flugzeugbau GmbH from 1988 to 1993. Design and development. The LS7 was developed as the successor to the LS4, one of the most successful gliders ever produced. In a departure from the design philosophy of the LS4, Rolladen-Schneider set out to design the LS7 as an uncompromised competition machine, seeking the highest performance possible with the technology of time. Designer Wolf Lemke specified a high laminar wing profile and developed a high aspect ratioing. Carbon fiber was extensively used in the construction, along with aramid fiber, to ensure inner strength in spite of slender structural elements and increased loadings. The aileron drive bell cranks were entirely concealed within the wings, with a mere 30 m fusible height at the trailing edge. The LS7 prototype flew for the first time in the autumn of 1987. And serial production started in 1988. Winglets were introduced in 1991, yielding the LS7WL. Many earlier LS7s were converted to the standard. Production ended in 1993 with only 164 aircraft having been built. The LS7 did not enjoy the commercial and sporting success its advanced features seemed to warrant. Its intrinsically higher thermaling speeds proved to be a handicap in the gaggling environment typical of competition gliding. Other gliders designed at about the same time following a similar design philosophy also revealed non-classic low-speed behavior. for example the ASW24 and the DG600. These gliders climb better in thermals when flown significantly above stall speed and achieve the best cross-country speeds at relatively moderate wing loadings, factors which were not fully understood at first. Although experience over the years has found these gliders to be equal to any when flown by an expert hand, manufacturers nonetheless have returned to more conservative wing profiles and, mostly, lower aspect ratios. The LS7 was superseded by the LS8, which is currently manufactured at DG Flugzbau GmbH. The LS7 remains a much prized glider among private owners for its excellent performance and very nimble flight characteristics. The LS7 has more recently begun to achieve competition success in the club class, placing first in the 2019 European Gliding Championships, Slovakia. Design features: wings, spar and shell of foam /carbon reinforced plastic sandwich. Ailerons, synthetic foam /aramid reinforced plastic sandwich. Ailerons extend over fully half wingspan. Horizontal stabilizer, sparless sandwich of carbon reinforced plastic. Elevator, carbon /aramid reinforced plastic. Automatic connections for ailerons, air brakes, elevator and water ballast valves. Integral Teflon and PET film seals on all control surface gaps. Water ballast system, one unvented ballast bag per wing located before the spar, valve and jumping orifice on the lower wing shell by the wing root. Glass reinforced ballast tank installed in the tail fin for correction of center of gravity shifts due to wing ballast. Specifications: general characteristics: crew, 1 pilot. Capacity, 170 kilograms, 374 pound, water ballast, plus 5.5 kilograms, 12 pound, in tail. Length, 6.66 m, 21 feet 10 in. Wingspan, 15.00 m, 49 feet 3 in. Height, 1.33 m, 4 feet 4 in. Wing area, 9.7 square meters, 104 square feet. Aspect ratio, 23.1. Empty weight, 234 kilograms, 513 pound. Gross weight, 486 kilograms, 1070 pound. Performance maximum speed, 270 kilometers per hour, 170 miles per hour, 150 kn. Maximum glide ratio, CA. 43. Rate of sink, 0.63 m/s, 124 foot/min. See also. Related lists: list of gliders. References. LS Flugzbau website.
Good. Let's close and delete. So let's open. This is a much better glider than the LS4, but most glider pilots, they know that, so probably this costs a lot more money. It's more modern because they use more of this carbon fibers. They use more carbon fibers and composite materials. But it's built in, I don't know, in 160. That's not a low number, but that's low number than 400 or 600. So 160, that's not a low number when it's gliders. A low number, that's less 50, 40 or 50. So 160 is not low, but I think it's a little bit harder to get It's a little bit harder to find second-hand probably and cost a lot more money than the LS4. So, but the glide ration is a little bit around 42, 43. That's not super good, because a good glide ration, that's like more than 45, I think. It's a bit light, but not like this 200 like the Diana. Diana 2 is 185 kilos, and Diana 2 have a maximum weight 500 kilos. So maximum speed is high, and it can load like 250 kilos, about 250 kilos. That's not high, but not low. But they have no flaps. So this is what they was writing about. In terminals they have a higher speed in terminals because it have no flaps. Maybe with, I don't know, SVW24 if I got it. Yes, I got the 19 SW, the Rolladen-Schneider number 2 I got here. I have it here. LS8. No, I not put my gliders like LS1, 2, 3, 4. I not put my gliders like this. I not have my gliders like the LS gliders. I don't know where, but I have so many. I have 80. I don't put my gliders just like number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I put it in like club class, standard class. So I think this is a club class, and club class. This may be a standard class, but maybe it belongs to the club class. I don't know. This should be a standard class, the LS8. You can have it with an 80 meter wing. This have a glide ration 43, but this have an option of 80 meter wing. So this is better than the LS7, because you can get one with a longer wing. LS8 18 meters wing. So then you can have a better glide ration. Yes, that's the DT300, the Discus. Okay, I got the 24, SVW24. But this is a much better standard. This one have a glide ration 45, is SDZ SW. And this you can get it with an 80 meters wing. It have a much higher, even have higher gross weight, 525, and the weight is not high, but it's not low. And you can get an 80 meter wing, and you have a version with a small solo engine. This one you can load like 200 kilos of fuel maybe, with an 80 meter wing. And this solo engine, you can load like 200 liters of fuel. That can run like more than 20 hours, because it uses like 80 liters every hour. So 20 hours is 160 kilos. So you can have like 200 liters of fuel and fly like 3,000 kilometers. But DT SV17 as a 15 DT 600. That's a Diana as a 15. The Diana have a very low weight, like 185, and glide ration 50. Now I'm looking for the DT No, I don't have the DT600. So let's open the links if I can find it. DT600 is a 50 meter class. We need to move it, but I have so many open. Okay, that's the 300 DT300 and the 600, so that fit nice. So the LS7 is a better glider than the LS, will probably cost a lot more money. But when you buy a glider, you buy it for the next 10 or 20 years maybe. So, but if you can get one like this, few thousand euro more than a LS4, of course you should get it. But that's many more gliders that better. This is not the best one. There's many better gliders. The GLIDER 43, that's not super good. You have the other one, the ASW28, I think. GLIDER 45. And you have some 15 meters class, even more than 45, like the Diana up to 50. So the best 15 meters have like 50. But the ASW28 you can add 80 meter wing. But I not remember all these many numbers. That's few other. I don't know if LS8 got 80 meter wing. So that's a better option to buy a glider. You can add a longer wing, so you can have a better glide ration. And if you have added like a solo 2350 engine, you can add an 80 meter wing and you can have 100 liters of fuel and fly like 10 hours. You can fly like 2000 kilometers on vacation.